Violent criminals are often the ones who get all the attention, while those they hurt live in the shadows. Well, today was the victims of crime who shared their light here at the state's Department of Criminal Justice. To mark this crime victims' rights ceremony, the Hughes Justice Complex was draped in 3 shades of blue, gray, white, black, and purple. Each color symbolized a different crime. While there are too many victims to name, a candle was lit for each city and county affected by violence. One of the featured speakers was Ken Hogan, a police officer who was shot a total of 4 times and lived to tell the story.
I was in patrol. I was actually driving around Irvington, and I went to stop a guy that had purchased some narcotics, and obviously he didn't want to be arrested. And he turned around, he opened fire. He fired multiple times, walking up to the police car, because I never exited the police car, walked up to the police car, leaned into the police car, put 4 rounds in me, and then fled. Went about a block and a half and put his own gun to his own head, and he killed himself.
Ken's priority after that was to walk his fiancée down the aisle.
I was actually 40 days away from getting married, so I managed to walk my wife down the aisle, looking like Frankenstein, but my wife said I looked like Frankenstein long before I got shot. But it turns out that...
Did you have the bandage and everything going down the aisle?
Yeah, plus with all the medicines and stuff they gave me, so, plus I had 100 and something staples in my head and, still dried blood and all. Not that I want to be too graphic for you, but...
And she still wanted to get married, right?
Yeah, no, she married me.
An incredible love story in the midst of so much pain. The harm to victims of violent crime like Ken may be more noticeable than the pain inflicted on victims of nonviolent crime, but it can be just as devastating.
Over Memorial Day weekend, my house was seriously vandalized, and it had a huge impact on my family, and had a lot of personal property and personal possessions that were from my family that were destroyed. And this whole process, it's been an awakening for me to realize that I had a voice, and I could be heard, and I could tell my story. And I think that was the best medicine.
Victim advocates want residents to know that there is help out there, even in their darkest hour. Just last year, the Victims of Crime Compensation Office awarded more than $9.7 million to victims of crime. Reporting in Trenton, Sybille Morancy, WZBN News.